Yeah, the White House did confirm to ANI just an hour ago about the 25%, the sticking point of Russian oils, the tariffs that were imposed on India for importing Russian oils. They said that India will cease Russian oil purchases. Do you think that's possible? Do you think, does this strike to you as a sustainable agreement?
I think it certainly can be. Certainly it will depend on how both governments approach this agreement. We have seen India move its energy purchases, for example, away from Iran a few years ago, and has greatly reduced its Russian purchases over this past several months. And I think that as new energy becomes available to India, I can see that it can diversify away from Russia if the case needs to be. Whether or not this is a sustainable agreement will really depend on the determination in both governments to really try to make this work. This is a phase 1 agreement. That means there's still a lot of hard work to be done to get to a point where you have a more comprehensive trade agreement, which is what was announced, for example, between the EU and India last week. And I think that the US-India agreement is a step in the right direction. It's a very big and important step, but it is not yet the full FTA.
Now, do you have any visibility into the tariff implementation timeline, something that you're picking up from your former colleagues? When could this possibly, move towards direction?
I know that the president in his statement earlier today talked about lowering the tariff to 18% effective immediately, but since we have not yet seen any implementation guidance or any details, I think we have to wait and see what that looks like. I do know that the US and India had been negotiating really text-based negotiations for many, many, many months. So a lot of these details have already been worked out by the two negotiators. There is quite a bit of agreement that has already been reached. Whether the terms all remain the same or whether things have shifted in this last mile towards announcing an agreement is what we have to watch for, and that's what we'll be looking to see when they do release the text.